Start your day with Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal. The instant oatmeal ready to help you tackle whatever your day brings. Like wrangling your toddler into their car seat. That was fun. Coaching your 6th graders soccer team. Go girls! And carrying all the groceries in one trip. Whew. Try Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal, granola, and bars. Great taste and a good source of protein. Quaker, bring out the good.
Sierra has all the best active and outdoor brands for the super athletic stuff, like running gear for cruising up the trail. Woo! And the super athlete-ish stuff, like fishing gear for chilling by the creek. Nice cast. Fitness apparel to push for higher reps. You got this. And golf balls priced so you can afford to lose one. Or a few. Head to Sierra or Sierra.com for the brands you want at the prices that let you do it all. From athletic to athlete-ish, Sierra's got it.
This is Optimal Living Daily, The Inspiration Gap, Why We All Fall In and How to Get Out by Courtney Carver of BeMoreWithLess.com. And I'm Justin Malik. Now let's get right to it as we optimize your life. The Inspiration Gap, Why We All Fall In and How to Get Out by Courtney Carver of BeMoreWithLess.com. There is no shortage of inspiration out there in the world. I've been reading nonstop lately about different topics that interest me. I am bursting with inspiration, but I've yet to take action. I'm stuck in the inspiration gap, that gray area between a spark and a flame, between inspiration and action. Think back to a time, it may have been 5 years ago or maybe it was yesterday, where you felt inspired to make a change in your life or to dump a bad habit or start a better one. Then what happened? In some cases, you may have used your inspiration to jump right into action, but other times you got stuck in the gap. Here's how the inspiration gap works. You read a book or an article or watch a documentary, attend a conference, or hear a story about someone who is changing their life or changing the world, and your heart flutters a little. You think, if they can do it, so can I. Or your inner voice pipes in, let's do this, let's make a change. Or in some other way, you get a sign that you're inspired to do something, be something, make or change something. And then, the gap. You decide to do more research. You get distracted by email. You are hungry. You have to pick up the kids at school. You are tired. Your favorite TV show is on. You have to make dinner. You see that a friend from high school who you can't quite remember just posted her latest vacation photos on Facebook. Or worse, your monkey mind jumps in and says, that's crazy, don't bother. The inspiration gap. Why we all fall in, and how to get out. We all experience the inspiration gap. Sometimes we have to be inspired by the same idea for years before it sticks. Even though I simplified my life over the last few years, it was many years before that when I read Your Money or Your Life and wanted to simplify. Then I got lost in the inspiration gap. My wake-up call in 2006 helped me close the gap between inspiration and action, but I still have to remind myself to continue to step into change the moment I feel inspired. That doesn't mean I turn my life upside down when I read a book that inspires me, but it means I take a tiny step immediately. I write it down, call my sister and tell her about it, or sit quietly and put my hands on my heart as if to seal the inspiration within. Talk about the change you want to make or the thing you want to do before the inspiration gap silences your motivation. Sometimes because we failed before or because we think we are too busy, too old, too broke, too tired, or too something else to change, we allow the inspiration gap to silence our motivation. We just forget about it for as long as we can until we catch another glimmer of inspiration. Here's the truth. You aren't too anything. You are just scared to share what you want most. You fear disappointment or what others may think, or you fear you lack the confidence and perseverance to succeed. But saying, I'm too blank is much easier than facing your fears. I'm too blank is an inspiration gap. Close the I'm too blank inspiration gap by talking about the change you want to make, the thing you want to create, or what you feel inspired to do even before you know how you'll do it. Maybe you want to write a book, become debt-free, quit watching TV, build a house, sell your house, travel the world, eat more kale, take a walk, learn to sew, start a blog, or climb a tree. Tell someone you love. Tell the internet. Or if that's too much, write down your heart. Write it on paper, read it back to yourself, and keep reading it every day until you are ready for the next step. One tiny step is all it takes. Take comfort in knowing that the inspiration gap isn't very deep or wide. You don't have to climb far to get out. One tiny step is all it takes, and inspiration is waiting for you when you decide to rise up. Big change comes from hundreds of tiny steps, and they all matter. I'm not going to stop telling you this because we all need the reminder. That tiny step you took yesterday or today or the one you're going to take tomorrow, it's a big deal. You are doing it one tiny step at a time, sometimes the same tiny step over and over again, and it's making a difference. In an upcoming post, I'm going to tell you about the books, stories, and people who are inspiring me into action. But for today, I don't want to be part of the inspiration gap by overloading you with information. What do you feel inspired to change in your life? What do you want to do even though it sounds crazy? No matter your circumstances or the gaps you may face, what tiny step can you take right now to lean into your inspiration? Tiny steps matter. Take one now. You just listened to the post titled, The Inspiration Gap, Why We All Fall In and How to Get Out by Courtney Carver of BeMoreWithLess.com. I'll be right back with my commentary. It's common to think about our finances around the new year, maybe paying off debt or saving for a house. But why only track spending when you can also plan and actually achieve your goals? Set yourself up for financial success this year. Monarch is the all-in-one personal finance tool designed to make your life easier. It brings your entire financial life, budgeting, accounts, and investments, net worth, and future planning together in one dashboard on your phone or laptop. Feel aware and in control of your finances this year and get 50% off your Monarch subscription with code LIVING. I love that with Monarch, I can see my savings goals and net worth as I get closer to milestones. I feel like it keeps me accountable. Set yourself up for financial success in 2026 with Monarch, the all-in-one tool that makes proactive money management simple all year long. Use code LIVING at monarch.com for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarch.com with code LIVING.
Monster Energy. Everybody knows White Monster Zero Ultra. That's the OG. It kicked off this whole zero sugar energy drink thing. But Ultra is a whole lineup now. You've got Strawberry Dreams, Blue Hawaiian, Sunrise, and Vice Guava. And they all bring the Monster Energy punch. So if you've been living in the white can, branch out. Ultra's got a flavor for every vibe. And every single one is zero sugar. Tap the banner to learn more.
Thank you to Courtney. One thing I hope doesn't happen with you is hearing an article on this show, you get pumped up, excited about something, think, yes, I'm going to do that. And then it fades away. It could be because something bigger came up or something as simple as a distraction, that gap she talked about. I'm sure it happens to everyone from time to time, but what can we do? Well, I do like the idea of telling someone, or even easier, writing it down. Of course, taking a small step is probably the best thing we can do, but that can be easier said than done depending on what's going on in the moment. But we really need to take advantage of those times when inspiration does strike. It can be so valuable. So why not capitalize on it in that moment in some way, even if it's not completely doing that thing? Seems pretty obvious, but again, I think this happens to everyone. So hopefully you found value in this one and it gets you moving even a tiny bit. And with that, thank you for being here and listening every day. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.